I-40 female cheated on my husband, 42 male, of 14 years a few months ago. I am sorry for what I did, but I have no idea what he thinks, and he won't speak to me. I know from the get-go I'm already the villain here, and I understand that. But I'll try to explain the whole situation first. I do love my husband. I know people will say I don't because of what I did, but I do. It was a mistake. I had an affair with a mutual friend for a few weeks. It only lasted a month before my husband came home from work for his lunch break and caught us. I assume he must have been getting suspicious because he's never done that. We were not doing anything, but we were in bed together and he could figure it out from there. I know what I did is wrong, and I know the pain I caused my husband. I am sorry for it, and nothing could make that up. He left the house and didn't come back until very late. I tried calling him, but he wouldn't answer. The next morning, I saw his side of the bed was slept in, but he was up before me. I found him in the kitchen and started apologizing, but he didn't take it. Instead, he just asked me how long I'd been with Isaac, our friend, and lots of details about when, how it started, etc. When he was satisfied, he said that was enough and left. I don't know where he spent that day, but he returned at night. I stopped seeing Isaac altogether. After that, he never said anything about the affair to me again. He started acting the way most people tend to do after an argument. He wasn't loving or friendly or angry or passionate, just cold and distant. He spoke to me only when necessary. Our anniversary was only a month away, so I thought he was waiting for that day to pass to ask for a divorce. I started contacting lawyers, but the anniversary passed. He took me out to an awkward dinner, and that was that. It's been 7 months since he caught us, and he hasn't mentioned it ever again. I bring it up sometimes because I want to address it. I want closure, but he always shuts me up and gets moody the rest of the day. He doesn't act the way he used to around me, but he's polite and sometimes even friendly. We've stopped having sex and he only kisses me when he leaves for work. Basically, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he wants to leave me, but I'm starting to get really uncomfortable. I know what I did was wrong. I'd understand if he wanted a divorce, even though I don't. What I don't understand is his nonchalance for everything. I don't know if he still loves me. I know what I did was shitty. I don't want to lose him, and I will never do something like that again. But if I try to talk to him about what happened, apologize, end the awkwardness in some way, he won't hear it and will leave. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to make of it. To sum everything up, I cheated on my husband. He caught us, and for the past 7 months refuses to mention it. We're not on good terms, but he doesn't treat me badly or angrily either, and I just don't know what to make of it. What I don't understand is his nonchalance for everything, someone's calling out. First off, it's not nonchalance. It's what he needs to do to keep the hurt at bay and avoid making painful decisions. That said, 7 months of limbo isn't good for either of you. So one of you is going to have to make the first move. Tell him you understand that you have no right to expect anything, and ask him straight up if he would feel more comfortable if you move out. Either way, that will open up the discussion you guys need to have. What the F do you expect from him? The woman he took wedding vows with actively lied to his face and effed around behind his back for a whole month. Lady, a mistake is a one-time accident, like a quick spontaneous kiss. A month-long affair is a consciously calculated act of betrayal and utter selfishness. If you don't like the consequences of your actions, then ask for a divorce. But don't act like he's treating you unfairly. He'll never trust you again, and for good reason. Either give him the space he needs to decide how to proceed, or shut the F up and leave. Absolutely. Let's check out another story. My wife wanted an open marriage, I agreed, but now that I found someone, she wants to close it again. 2 weeks later, Things are in a weird limbo as of now. One evening, she just started crying during dinner and unprompted apologized for the whole situation and for ignoring me for months. She said that living like this is an agony and she can't take it anymore. Honestly, seeing her breaking down like that made me feel awful, and I consoled her the whole evening. She kept burying her face against my chest and begged to not leave and just give her some kindness, like I used to when we were first married. We talked, and although I apologized and feel bad for her anguish, I feel far too much damage has been done, and divorce might be the best option. She didn't want to hear this. She said she is closing off marriage on her end, but I can keep it open on the condition that I give her kindness, I come back to our bedroom, and that we resume having sex. And she accepts it if I want to use protection or if I make requests. Side note, some of you guys said she was put off by the condoms because she was pregnant / baby trapping me. She's actually sterile and can't have children. She felt slighted and humiliated I took out condoms for her. We had this conversation last week, and I told her I need to think of it. The terms are skewed in my favor, but it's not right to make her live in a limbo even if she started the mess in the first place. If I decide to keep the marriage, we are closing it, and that's it. Now I have to make my decision. My girlfriend is pretty much only interested in sex at the moment. We don't have much of a relationship apart from sleeping together, and it's starting to get tiresome. I am wondering if that's what my wife felt as well when she got tired of her hookups. Edit. I never saw her cry like that. It stung like heck. We talked a lot and agreed we had grown very distant, and none of us felt like bridging the gap. We could try marriage counseling, but I don't want to leave my girlfriend for her. This I made clear. I was thinking we could just be roommates. She was fine with it until last week. Update. My wife wanted an open marriage, I agreed, but now that I found someone she wants to close it again, need help to put this in perspective. 1 year ago, my wife broached the possibility of opening our marriage. We had grown apart over the years, and she felt this the good alternative to divorce. I agreed to it, and of course, she almost immediately found someone. A month into opening our marriage, I tried moving into the guest room, and she weakly protested against it, even though she would not touch me or allow me to touch her. I relented, but when I tried again around Christmas, she didn't say anything. Last February, I finally started seeing someone. My wife took this news well, especially I think because the woman is a couple of years older than her. I didn't say anything, but the idea of divorce started getting more appealing to me, and maybe my wife has noticed because last week she started asking that we close our marriage and for me to move back in the bedroom. I refused, and she seemingly took her in stride, but I heard her sobbing in her room. She started doing nice things for me, like packing my lunch for work or ironing my shirt, which I do myself and asked her to not do again because I do it better. She also tried initiating intimacy but got put off when I took out condoms, and the thing died there and then. I think our marriage is over, but honestly, I have no ill feelings towards her. Should I bring up the possibility of an amicable divorce?